Hi guys, Everyday Knife Guy here, and I just wanted to do a quick update on my current EDC items. It's a little bit different from what I normally carry, just due to a little bit of change in what I'm doing for work at the moment. I almost wanted to call this an all black or blackout EDC, but of course there are a few things that kind of ruin that, so I figured it's just a November EDC, and yeah, let's run through what I have here. So this is all kept on my person, there's no pouch or anything involved. This is back pocket, side pocket, wrist, right pocket, side pocket, back pocket. Not a lot of heavy gear, not too bulky, so it fits on me, no problem. I usually just wear jeans or work pants, Dickies work pants, so this all fits in it pretty easily. So, first thing we have, Victorinox climber, 3-layer Swiss Army knife, just some simple tools on here, 2 knives, scissors, which is probably certainly one of the most used things on here, scissors. You do have can opener and bottle opener, but as this is usually a work tool, I'm neither wilderness eating or drinking beer, so this tends not to get used. Don't really use the screwdrivers because I have other tools on my person or in the truck or whatever, so that's on that side. On the back, coarse corkscrew, doesn't get used very much at work either. And there is the awl or needle layer and the hook. I don't find either of those very easy to get out, so I'm going to leave them in. And neither of those get used a whole lot. Sometimes the awl for punching a hole in plastic or something like that, but not too often. Toothpick gets used after lunch. Tweezers if I get a splinter. That's it. It's a pretty simple little 3-layer Swiss Army. Everything I really need in terms of Swiss Army tools on my person every day. So that's that. I've been wearing a watch a lot recently. You notice there's not a cell phone here, and that's, to be honest, been living in the truck quite a bit rather than my pocket because I just don't need it. And I prefer to concentrate on work and then deal with calls and emails afterwards. So not had the phone on my person, so had a watch on my wrist more often than not, and that's unusual for me in the last sort of 5 years. But the watch I've been wearing is this, which is the Nixon Player all black. Great all stainless watch. Really chunky, fairly hefty, very well built. I actually have one of these that I bought probably about 12 years ago now. This is a silver version, and this has really been through everything and survived with flying colours. So this is maybe 2 years old, this is about 12, and yeah, they're pretty indestructible in my experience. Glass a little scratched, but not excessively, so you can see them both there, both in need of a clean, but there you have it, silver and black. So put that one back down there. Just standard rollerball pen, black Parker rollerball. Fine point on there, I think, and that's to go with this, which is my Moleskine rather unlined notebook. Usually I have a lined one, but this one's plain. And this is the flexible cover. I usually prefer the hard cover, but if I'm going to be keeping it on my person in my back pocket, then the flexible is obviously a bit more useful. And they're pretty sturdy, they stand up to quite a lot of sitting on and bending, so this has actually been functioning. You'll notice the other thing that's missing here that's obvious is my wallet. When I've had this in my back pocket, I've just used the back flap of this, keep a little bit of cash, a few cards, things I need in there. That's pretty much it. Maybe a little bit of change in my pocket, but usually just the items in here. And this back pocket on these, which I think all Moleskines have, is pretty useful for that, if you just have a few items. It does obviously concertina out there, fold out for bulkier stuff, but you don't want to pack that too full, obviously. And a little elastic loop around it keeps it securely closed. That's not coming out of there. Yeah, I mean, there's pretty much no way any of your valuables or cards or anything are coming out there. So that's been doubling as my wallet. Flashlight. This is a prime light. It's just a budget light that I picked up. I think it was in Walmart a few years ago. About 15 bucks. And it's actually a pretty good light. It's fairly bright, certainly bright enough for daytime work use, where I'm not trying to, light things up to see the way home or anything like that. So, yeah, it's pretty decent from that point of view. Nice knurled grip on it, all metal construction. But the main reason that I carry this for work is actually it is a telescoping pickup tool. So you'll see I got some driver bits here, both the head end and the tail are magnetic, so it's pretty good, particularly if you need to work on a car or something. Mount this underneath the hood and you can angle it to exactly where you need. And fully extended, it's about just over 2 feet, I think, so it's yeah, pretty handy. Very budget light, but been using it, you know, fairly consistently over the last couple of years, and other than a few scratches, still pretty much as it was when I got it. So has a pocket clip on there as well. It's quite useful. You can see the tail magnet's rusted up a little bit there, but overall pretty good condition still, and you can probably see the logo there, Prime Light. What does that say? Light up the night with Prime Light. So there you go. Not a brand I've seen or heard of otherwise, I don't think, but maybe you have, I don't know. Yeah, pretty happy with that flashlight, and it's you know, if you have that on your belt or in the inside of your pocket with the pocket clip or whatever, it's not too long, not too bulky, very thin, and I think, what is this? I don't know if in the years I've ever had it open to check batteries, but I don't even know what's in there. I would imagine that'd be a couple of AA's, 2 AA's probably in there. Anyway, put that to the side. Next thing, car keys. And this is just a remote entry fob, so this just stays in my pocket. And I have a little piece of paracord fob on there just to get a hold of it, which I made myself. And that's just looped through. It does have a manual key part there, and yep, that just lives in the bottom of my pocket. Truck keys. Last thing on table is knife, and I've seen this in a couple of my videos recently. Spyderco Tenacious, all black. Love this little knife. It's well, not little by what I usually carry. It's pretty large actually by the size I usually carry, but for everyday utility knife, everyday cutting tasks, very useful. Love that blade shape. Great slicer, and yeah, just a pretty dependable knife. Lockup is good, a little late, but very solid. Up, down, side to side. Never had any issues with it. I love the all black look, and yeah, paracord fob on there again. I don't tend to keep this razor sharp, but certainly. Oops, turn around this way. Certainly sharp enough for most tasks I come across day to day. So yeah, that's the Spyderco Tenacious, and that's generally clipped to inside my right pocket. Love the Spidey hole opening. Just love the shape and the ergonomics and the way it feels in the hand. So I'm pretty confident taking on anything I come up against in work or around the house or opening packages, whatever. Yeah, does it all with ease. So that is always kind of a fallback, go-to everyday knife for me, and that's pretty much it. So there you have it, guys. That's what I'm carrying at the moment, and any thoughts, questions, opinions, things you think I could change up or add to that, let me know. Thanks for watching.